Hello friends, a very good morning to all of you. So on the request of many students, today I am going to start a new chapter, that is mole concept. Okay, most of the children are getting confused with the numericals that we will come across in this chapter, mole concept. But if you understand the concept very easily, then it will be easy for you to do any kind of numerical. Okay, so most of the the whole chapter mostly consists of a numerical part, comes under the category of physical chemistry. So when it comes to the numerical part, most of the student gets confused and they wanted to just quit to do that numericals. But don't think like that. Numericals will gives you lot much weightage and lot many marks you can get with numericals only. Okay, so don't neglect numericals. Please keep doing numericals, which we are going to do in the whole chapter. Okay, using different formulas and all. Right. This is your Lalita Peri ma'am, your chemistry teacher. Okay, today I am going to start the important topic, that is mole concept. Okay, mole concept. A little bit down I should write. Okay, so this mole concept mainly deals with what? Measurement of certain objects. You all know measurement. Okay, now, so what is meant by measurement? In olden days, measurement is considered to be a kind of comparison. Okay, now, a comparison between one thing, a known thing and an unknown thing. If you are comparing two things, one a known thing and another an unknown thing, okay, that kind of comparison, you call it as what? Measurement. That means if you wanted to measure the length of any object, okay, you will take one thing as a standard, and keeping that thing as a standard, you will be measuring the length of the unknown object. In olden days, we used to give kind of introduction like that, right? So here, mole concept is also a kind of what? Measurement only. Then measurement of what? Measurement of subatomic particles. Okay, now mole concept deals with measurement of smallest units of matter. Small units of matter. What are those? Like smallest units of matter, like atoms. Okay, molecules, ions. Okay, particles. Better you say particles. Smallest particles of matter. That particles may be anything, whether they may be atoms or molecules or ions or any kind of smallest particles that we come across in matter. Okay, for the measurement of their masses, for the measurement of what we call the volumes, okay, exhibited by such smallest, tiniest particles of matter, we use a kind of measurement, and that measurement in chemistry we are calling it with the word mole concept. Okay, so mole is the first word, Latin word, which has been first used by the scientist named Oswald. Okay, now mole is a word first coined by a scientist named Oswald in 1896. Okay, so it's a Latin word which means a heap or a pile. A heap. A heap means, you know, a collection of things. You call it as a heap. Or a pile of things. Okay, you call it as a pile or a heap of things, a collection of things. You call it as heap. Okay, so mole, the word mole stands for what in chemistry? It stands for a heap or a collection of certain things. Okay, so about mole concept, mainly it deals with certain important points. Okay, so what are those important points? What is the importance of mole in our daily life? Okay, just we'll learn about the importance of mole in today's video. Okay, and after learning about the important points regarding the mole, okay, in each and the next coming videos, based on each importance, we'll make one video. Okay, so let us learn the importance of mole. Actually, you people all know that I just told you it's a kind of measurement. Okay, what kind of measurement? Like in olden days, suppose if you wanted to buy bananas, okay, we'll go to the shop and we'll ask for a dozen of bananas. A dozen stands for what? 12 articles, isn't it or not? In the same way, suppose in olden days like that only, a dozen, a gross is for what? 144 articles. Like that, a standard unit or a standard measurement we used to keep, okay, to measure anything. Okay, so to measure subatomic particles and their masses, okay, how many particles are existing in particular compound, okay, to have such kind of measurements, okay, we use the concept called what? Mole concept. Okay, so what is the importance of mole? Importance of mole. This is very, very important. You have to understand mole, the word mole, in different ways. Okay, what are the different ways in which we have to understand the word? Different ways in which we have to understand the word mole. Okay, different ways of understanding mole. Different ways of understanding mole. So what are the different ways? Okay, first we'll learn the first way. If you are going to learn about the mass of elements, okay, now mass of elements, okay, in terms of atoms, elements are made up of identical atoms, you all know that. Okay, so if you wanted to find out the mass of elements, okay, you will call mass of 1 mole of that element, okay, and you will be calculating it in terms of gram atomic weight, GAW, gram atomic weight. Okay, now, so gram atomic weight is the atomic weight of substances for 1 mole of that substance. Okay, please understand the point carefully. This is first way of understanding mole. Okay, now to find out the gram atomic weight of elements. Okay, next thing is to find out mass of compounds or molecules. Mass of compounds or molecules. Mass of compounds or molecules. The second way in which we understand mole is what? To find out the mass of compounds. Okay, now, or to find out the mass of molecules. That is, generally we take calculation is for 1 mole only. So mass of 1 mole of any compound or mass of 1 mole of any substance which is exhibiting in the form of, or which is existing in the form of a compound, or which is existing in the form of a molecule. Okay, we will calculate its mass, okay, using a unit called as gram molecular weight, GMW. GMW stands for what? Gram molecular weight. Okay, now we will count the atomicity of that elements which are present in that particular molecule. Okay, oxygen, suppose for example oxygen is an element. If you take only one oxygen, okay, oxygen element, its atomic weight is considered to be 16 units. Whereas if you consider that oxygen in the form of molecule, you have to take it in the form of O2. That means its weight will become molecular weight now, isn't it or not? In the form of atom, its weight is considered to be 16 units. In the form of molecule, its weight is considered to be 32 units. That means O2 you have to count here. Okay, O2 stands for gram molecular weight, whereas atomic weight of only O stands for GAW. Okay, please understand carefully. Gram molecular weight or gram atomic weight. If you consider only the element in the form of atoms, you will take gram atomic weight of that element. If you consider that element in the form of a molecule or in the form of a compound, you are going to count its mass as GMW, gram molecular weight. So these all we will calculate for 1 mole of that substance only. Okay, now generally we will calculate for 1 mole of any substance, right? And third way of understanding mole is particles, in terms of particles. In terms of particles. Okay, now in terms of particles. Okay, 1 mole of any substance contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. Okay, and that number you are calling it as what? Avogadro number. And that number you are calling it as Avogadro number. Okay, now Avogadro number. Okay, so Avogadro's number is what? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. That particles can be either they are atoms or molecules or ions, or they can be any kind of subatomic particles which are present inside the atom. Okay, smallest particles, they can be even ions, or they can be molecules, or they can be atoms. So the particles can be any formula units. Okay, so if 1 mole of any substance you are considering means it will have how many particles? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles will be there, and that number you're calling it as what? Avogadro's number. And that number is also for 1 mole of that substance only. Okay, now that number is also for 1 mole of particles only. Okay, so that is another way of understanding mole. And next, fourth way is for what? Fourth way is to find the volume of the mole. Volume of 1 mole of any substance is equal to what? 22.4 liters. Volume of 1 mole of any substance. Okay, 1 mole of any substance occupies how much volume? Means you have to remember this value. 22.4 liters or 22,400 ml. Okay, so that is also for 1 mole, right? And next, you can also take this in another way, like 1 mole of electrons, charge of 1 mole of electrons, charge of 1 mole of electrons. Okay, now charge of 1 mole of electrons is equal to 1 farad. Charge of 1 mole of electrons is equal to what? 1 farad. And 1 farad is equal to what? 96,500 coulombs. Okay, so like this you have different ways of understanding mole. Okay, I'll just draw it like a what we call like a flow chart. Then you just can copy down so that it will be easy for you. Okay, so please understand the point mole in all these different ways. We are going to apply the concept of mole in these different ways. So these all comes under the applications of mole. The word 1 mole has different meanings. Okay, now 1 mole, the word mole has different meanings. Okay, so one meaning is in terms of GAW. Okay, now one meaning is in terms of GAW. One more meaning is in terms of GMW. Okay, now GMW, you know, right? And one more meaning is in terms of particles. Okay, particles. And one more meaning is in terms of volume. And one more meaning is in terms of charge of electrons. Charge 1 farad. Okay, so GAW stands for what? GAW stands for gram atomic weight. Okay, now atomic weight. This stands for atomic weight, and this stands for molecular weight. Okay, and this stands for Avogadro number. This stands for Avogadro number, and that value is how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. And in terms of volume, it's equal to 22.4 liters. For 1 mole of any substance, it occupies volume of how much? 22.4 liters. And 1 farad is equal to 96,500 coulombs. So this many meanings are there for 1 mole of any substance. Okay, so based on these different ways of understanding mole, okay, we have different categories for calculating gram molecular weight. We will do one video. In terms of particles, understanding mole in terms of particles, understanding mole in terms of volume, in terms of what we call charge, and in terms of gram atomic weight, right? So interconversions of one thing to another thing is also there. Okay, so in mole concept we are going to learn about all these things, And in continuation to mole concept, we have to learn about percentage compositions, empirical formulas and molecular formulas, percentage composition of elements, equivalent weights of elements. Okay, so like this you have lot many concepts are there, and finally you have oxidation and reduction reactions also. Okay, so we'll move on to the concepts slowly. First we'll just have a clear idea of what is meant by mole in this video. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video up to here, because I'll be introducing all the concepts one by one, and please keep following my playlists, then you will be understanding the concepts very clearly. Okay, and along with that I got like advice from children only, that one or two children are asking for short videos, so that quickly they can able to grasp the concept. Okay, so I'm planning for short videos also to upload in the same same playlist. Okay, so please utilize the concepts carefully, understand the concepts carefully. Please keep giving comments, so that whatever the improvement which I need to develop, in what way I will try to do my best to give best to all of you. And all my children, all my students should feel happy that Lalita ma'am is uploading teaching videos. Okay, so please keep giving comments to my videos. Okay, thanks for watching, and kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you have different mail IDs, you can please subscribe to my channel with different mail IDs. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.